Yo, your mind gotta be on kingship. Your mind has to be on kingship. Kingship, kingship, kingship. Rulership, ruling. Having a ruler class mentality, right? This is what your mind should be set on, man. Your mind should be on rulership, kingship, ruling. This is what a man mind, this is what a man should be thinking about. Throughout your daily thoughts, throughout your daily meditation, these are the things that you should be thinking about. Rulership, ruling, kingship. But hey, since we're talking about rulership, kingship, what does that bring? What does that bring to thought? The first thing we must learn how to rule is what? Ourselves. The first thing we must learn how to rule is ourselves. So like I'm trying to say, yeah, realistically, our minds need to be focused on kingship, rulership, to rule. You want to be able to rule. But first off, got to start ruling your spirit first. What is your spirit? What is the spirit that I speak about? Your personality, your characteristics, you as an everyday person. The things that you do on a day-to-day basis makes up who you are. That's how you could deter what your spirit is about. By the things that you meditate on daily, things that you do daily. You know what I'm saying? Daily. So you got to start to learn how to rule your spirit. You got to learn how to rule yourself. You know what I mean? Because like I said, your spirit goes back to who you are, your personality, the characteristics that's about you. That's where your spirit can be found at. You understand? The inward man that's within you, the voice that speaks the most, but you pay attention to the less. That's the spirit speaking to you. That spirit, that voice is constantly just talking to you really all damn day in your head. That's your spirit. But sometimes you got to know how to discern it from right from wrong. So like I'm saying, you got to be focused on kingship, man. Rulership. Kingship was going to having a kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You got to start, and you have to start what? Well, what? Ruling yourself. Learning how to rule your spirit. Learning how to rule your spirit. To be able to rule yourself is to be able to govern yourself. To be able to rule yourself is to be able to govern yourself. See, that's why governments are set up. Governments are set up to govern the people. Govern, which means to control. Mint, which going into the psyche. To control your psyche. This is why rules are set in place. This is why rules are set in place. This is why regulations are set in place. This is why laws are set in place. To govern the physics of men. To govern the physics of women. To govern a society. To govern the citizens. You have no society without citizens. And citizens are those who are what? Obtaining by the law. That's why you have this one movie. Very good movie. Right? Very good movie. One of my favorite movies with the brother Jamie Foxx in it. It's called Law Abiding Citizen. To the point where the man was creating, and he was actually living by the law by committing crimes. But he did everything according to the law. So they couldn't really put any troubles on him because he knew the law. But that's more on the carnal side. You know, it's always a carnal and a physical. One complements the next, and the next complements the other. Positive only complements good. Good only complements negative. A cold day is only going to complement a hot day, and a hot day is only going to complement a cold day. See, everything works together within the full energy source that lets you know there's only one power. All things must go back unto me, which is that one power. You understand? So, like I say, you have to focus more on kingship, rulership, but first off, ruling your spirit, controlling yourself, learning more about yourself. No, it's not thyself. And I'm gonna always say this because I mean what I'm saying. You know? You want to be able to learn more about yourself. There's a lot of things that we do not know about ourselves. Sometimes other people can recognize it, but we don't recognize it. So how are we able to recognize the things that sometimes we're not able to recognize? By acknowledging at least what you hear. Hey man, shit man, you like to talk to yourself, or whether if it's through a prayer, however you do your thing. I don't know. You know, what works was good for the geese was going to be good for the gander. You know what I'm saying? So how you do ever your thing, because it's all going to come down to one truth. Whether you pray or you meditate, you got to ask to show these things. So if you have an anger problem and people recognize your anger problem, but you don't really recognize your anger problem, you have to pray and ask, hey Lord, I would like to be able to recognize the anger that I have within me. I don't understand these things about me. There's other people that see these things about me and that's telling me about it, but I don't see it. So I want to be able to acknowledge it, but I don't see it yet. So, Lord, in due time, can you make something happen where I can recognize my anger? Can you make something happen to me where I can recognize my anger, the anger that I have within myself, right? See, this is how you start to deal and learn how to govern your spirit. By even when you don't recognize it, by at least doing the best you can to acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? To the best way possible. You know? Whether it's a prayer or whether you speaking in your head. Do these things. Because this is how you're starting to govern yourself. Okay, realizing that you're a procrastinator. Realizing that you're a procrastinator. Realizing that you're the type of person that may see a female, but then procrastinate and think and overthink the situation to the point where now the situation is out of your hand. Instead of just being able to just think and go. Or sometimes don't even think, just go. Hey, what's up? How you doing? My name is so-and-so, my so-and-so, boom, boom. I just came over here, introduced myself. And you start busting off the gate, right? We have to focus on governing ourselves. Perfect example, like I'm going to use this example, King Solomon. Perfect example of a man that knew how to govern himself. The first thing that he prayed for was learning how to judge the people. So in order to learn how to judge the people, you got to start off first with yourself. Using discernment for yourself. That's why one of the first judgments that he did is what? Using mental discernment with two different women. Showing you something, right? Now listen to this game. Now listen to the game. Showing you the indecisiveness of women. But a man is supposed to be straight cut forth. A man is supposed to be able to see through the weaknesses of women. That's what Solomon did, right? You had two women that came with one child. One lady was saying, this is my child. The other lady was saying, no, this is my child. So he said, all right, both of them is your child. All right, so let's grab this child right here and let's cut this baby in half right now. We're going to see who this child belongs to. Because why? The woman of who this child belongs to, she's going to show the most emotions towards it. Because she knows this is my child. This is a part of me. So through their indecisiveness, he was able to draw that out quick. I'm going to pull this from you real quick. Fume. Oh, no, it's my child. No, don't kill the baby. No. Because what was he showing you? He was setting up dictatorship. Bitch, don't come to me with no confusion. Fuck you talking about? When you come into my kingdom is peace. Shalom. Right? My kingdom is peace. It's everlasting life. You already coming in my kingdom with some bullshit. But I ain't gonna get all up in that ass. But I'm gonna discipline that ass. Physically. Just to let you know, listen, don't fuck with me, because I'm already 10 steps ahead of you. This is kingship. Rulership. Because A part of being a king and being a ruler is what? Is setting precedents, setting order. You think you're going to do anything. A man ain't nothing, right? A man is not nothing if you have no order. You ain't nothing, Jack. You understand? You ain't nothing, motherfucker, if you ain't got no order. Because why? You're living just like a female. You're just doing as you feel. Because that's what women are about, right? Women do as they feel. That's what I said. You understand this whole logistics and the psychology, even down to women. You can't knock them. You really can't knock them. They're just only being females. Because, you know, to be a woman, you have to graduate to the stage to be a woman. But they're only acting as females. Realistically, looking to be corrected. Looking to be chastised. In righteous sense, though. In righteous sense. I use the example of King Solomon. How he chastised 2 women using 1 rod. Which is the truth. Discernment. He killed 2 birds with 1 stone. How was he able to do that? He was able to do that through what? Kingship. Learning to govern his own spirit. Having rules, having regulations. So according to your kingdom, according to your kingship, what's in it? Is it confusion? Are you waking up angry and mad, arguing all the time with your so-called significant other? Are you waking up tired and exhausted because you haven't properly fed yourself and nourished yourself yesterday with the proper food to sustain and give you the energy to wake up today? Huh? Are you taking care of yourself? Did you take at least 15 minutes out of your day to meditate? To meditate on you? To look at where you would like to be? To look at the things that you have went through throughout the day? What were the things that you could have did better throughout the day? The things that even if you could remember yesterday, certain things that you remembered yesterday, right? Throughout the day, right? Where are you able to remember these things and clean up the little spilt water, the little spilt milk? Oh yeah, I could have touched up on that a little better. Okay, so if that kind of situation come to me next time, I know how to deal with it. Because check this out, brothers and sisters. You understand? Niggas and bitches. You understand? You know what I mean? Kings and goddesses, whatever you want to call it, man. Still only coming from one source. You understand me? So however you use your discernment to discern it and to separate it is on you. Because through all thy getting, make sure you get some type of understanding. You understand? So are you listening? Reflect on yourself. The scriptures speak about examining thyself diligently to see whether or not you are in the faith. In the faith of what? Of your belief. What is your belief? It has to come down to a moral code, a moral structure. What is it that you believe in? And listen, if you do not believe in anything, at least start off with believing in yourself. At least believe that you can get up and get your ass up and wash your ass. Believe you can get up and make you something to eat. Believe you can get up and go put your clothes on and clothe yourself. Start with something before you get into bigger endeavors. Start with something small. You smelling me? Oh, you're digging me. Yeah, so understand that. You got to understand. You have to understand. That's what I'm saying. Kingship, rulership starts with self first. Scriptures speak about a man that can't control his spirit is like a city with broken down walls. So which means you're subject to fall to anything. Anybody can get under your skin. So as a man, you want to set up what? Defense walls. You want to have a hedge to you. You want to have a gate to you. You don't want to just, like I said, go along to this, get along. Nah, man. You understand? See, even if men don't get along, men should be able to get along such in the fact of, okay, hey, brother, much in power, respect to you. You go do what you do, I'm going to do what I do. And that's that. Because if you're focused on your kingship and your rulership, you already know that's what matters. This is what I got to be focused on. This is what's going to make me a better person. That's all that matters, is where your focus is at. Right? So now, like I'm saying, you know, so now at the end of the day, you learn to focus on yourself. You learn to be able to govern yourself now. Now you can start to add things onto yourself. You can start to add things. You can start to add the women. You can start to add a little more extra money. You can start to add the clothing onto it. You can start to add the different activities of life that you may live. Right? You may change the scenery up. Now you might start changing shit. You know, you don't go to clubs no more because you're learning how to you're learning how to govern yourself more. You're being more prestigious with your ways. You're learning more about this, a side of you that you didn't know really existed. So now you might start changing it up, right? You know, your dress code changed a little bit. You know, that collar shirt that you once wore, it's a little more pressed. Now the collar's a little more stiffer now. You understand? You know, the shirt, you know, they fit around the collarbone. They fit around your body just a little more better. They complement you. Now the clothes that you start to wear actually compliments you. To the point where you can have some motherfucking $10 jeans on to a $400 t-shirt. But it's just something about it that just looks good on you. So now when you done walked out the crib, right? And you all good, you feeling all godly, you got that nice oil on you feeling good. Kingship, I'm talking about kingship here. That's what I'm talking about. Now you coming out, you dipped and dabbered, you understand? You feeling good about yourself. You didn't know you didn't came out. You done left the crib. You know already you just got done eating a nice gourmet meal. You might have some nice little blue snapper, little kingfish, pink salmon, whatever it is that you like to do, right? Whatever it is that you like to do that's going to keep you true, that's what you're going to do, right? You probably done got your little workout in throughout the day. You done probably even meditated and read some scriptures or read some that's going to help your physical. I'm talking about kingship here. You understand? But all this is starting with who? Self. From the moment that you wake up and you take that first breath, that's when the kingship starts. Shit, let me go brush my teeth. I got this good little toothpaste in, made with some organic supplements and this and that, and don't got no fluoride in it. Are you understanding what I'm saying, man? Down to the soap that you use, the body wash or whatever. Now you're using body wash and soap and whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop. You ain't fucked. I don't know too much about body wash. I'm a soap man. Body wash is more for women if you ask me. So now you're using down to the soap that you use, right? Don't got all that GMO broken down chemical, pig fat, gelatin, all types of shit in it, right? Hey, you even check it now, you see certain soaps of bar, it got glucose in it. Glucose is really just made from what? It's broken down sugar that's made from vegetables. So even if you see glucose within soap, it's good to get that. Because why? That's natural chlorophyll without you even knowing it. Now you're consuming chlorophyll by washing up, by washing yourself, by washing your pits, by washing your scrubbing your lymphatic system. You understand? I'm talking about kingship here. Right? You understand me? So now, you feeling good because you like the feeling. Why is it that you like the feeling? Because you know what you was doing, how you've been taking care of yourself. So it's like you said, I'm feeling good, looking good. Everything is good. You understand? This is a part of your kingship. Right? So now you go outside to this chaotic world. Because kingship starts mental first, right? It starts with self. So now you go out to this chaotic world. The first encounter you have is a nigga looking at you with an ice grill. But you're in your kingly mind. How should you react to that? God damn, this motherfucker think I'm looking too good today. You understand? Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, you got to know how to take the negative and turn it into a positive. You understand me? You understand? This is how powerful the mind is, blood. You got to know how to take the negative and turn it into a positive. Oh, this nigga must be feeling my swag. Hey, man. Hey, brother, if I was you, I'd be looking at me the way you looking at me, too. You understand? And there's no offense to that. That's what I'm saying. That's why if you can check one of my other videos, that's what I say. You're a self-image of everyone that's out there. In the near future, you will see that each and every video that I do, they connect. Right? You understand? Each and every video that I do, they connect. But in due time, pay attention. You know what I mean? It's going to take you some patience maybe to understand that. But, so, like I said, the first motherfucker look at you with the ice, with the cold. Nigga hit you with the cold ice grill. Cold. To the point, you say, God damn it, man, this motherfucker looked at me a little too hard. I feel like I gotta kind of prove some type of manliness to this nigga. No. Take a deep breath, look at him right back, and the best thing to do is just shrug your head towards him. Look at that man. If you ask me, I'm gonna look at your dead square in your eye, motherfucker. Let you know, yeah, I see you looking at me. But I'm not gonna look at you too long. But I'm gonna look dead in your eyes. And I'm gonna shrug my head at you. To let you know, I see you. And if you know what I'm about shrugging my head, you know what I'm talking about when I say shrugging my head, right? I'm talking about shrugging my head like to say, hey, all right, what's going on, brother? To let you know I see you. I see you. You understand me? Hell motherfucking yeah. Because I'm that motherfucker. I'm that kind of brother. I'm him. I'm that kind of brother. You know what I mean? I got a seeing eye to see. I'm paying attention. And though, yeah, every now and then, as the righteous foreseeth the evil and hide of itself, but he's also going to know how to deal with it as well. You know what I'm saying? If it has to come his way. Then put that in a couple pipes and smoke it. Right? So, this is kingship. You don't let no bullshit come in between you and yours. You understand? You go to the motherfucking store to get you a pair of some Chuck Taylors or some original black and white pair of Chuck Taylors, but when you get to the store, ain't no fucking Chuck Taylors or nothing like that, right? So now, since there ain't no Chuck Taylors and nothing like that, the other nigga, here it is, the shoe salesman sitting there telling you, hey man, but I got these white Uptowns for you. How about you just take these white Uptowns? Yeah, the white Uptowns is crispy, but I ain't come here for that. I came here for some motherfucking Chuck Taylors. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. This is kingship. Governing your thoughts, ruling your spirit, down to the smallest compound. Govern yourself. And I'm digging on this topic right here, man. I'm digging this. I'm really digging this right here. Because why? Because what I'm talking about, right, signifies who I am. What I'm talking about, right, signifies who the fuck I am. So, it's from me to you. Kingship. Focus on that motherfucking kingship, man. Focus on governing yourself properly. Because you don't understand 80% of things that's happening in your life. Listen to this. I'm giving you some good game. Spiritual, physical, as well as mental. Good game. Right? 75 to 80% of the problems that's happening in your life, right, is happening because of the way of your thought pattern. The way that you think. Your average thoughts. Because how you think eventually creates how you feel. How you feel eventually creates what? What you're going to really do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to homie Smart. He be breaking that down. I understand what he's saying on that. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna give it a synopsis. As the scriptures say, so as a man thinketh, so shall he be. You look at your man, you look at yourself in the mirror. Man, I ain't shit. I ain't nothing. Hey man, I'm like a filthy rag. I ain't nothing. I ain't shit. Whoop-de woo woo woo. I ain't nothing. Now, for some strange reason, you start to deal with a woman, right? Now you start to deal with a woman, and they don't honor your word. You sit there and tell them something, they don't listen to you. Now, since they don't listen to you, right? What is that showing you, nigga? That bitch don't respect you. Because she don't value who you think that you are. Talking about kingship here. I'm going to leave this with the last joint right here. That's why we're going to King Solomon. Again, King Solomon got weak through a weakness of age, but he got weak because why? He lost his kingship mentality. He said, you know what? Instead of letting these bitches serve me, I'm going to serve these bitches. And that's where you get the game fucked up. And listen, man, I'm Paleo P. You could have came to anybody else's channel, but you came here to check out me. Love and appreciate that. Love and appreciate that. Peace and salutations go to all y'all. Peace.